Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Lauren, and tonight I have the honor and privilege of meeting and interviewing Heidi. Heidi is a diamond with It Works, and so this is the first time that we've met. We just became Facebook friends last night, and I'm just so excited to get to know you, Heidi, hear a little bit of your story. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, how long you've been with It Works, and all of that.
Okay, I'm Heidi Edgington, and I'm from Woodland, California, and I started It Works last April, so it's been a little over a year.
Okay. Very good. And what was life like before It Works? Can you kind of paint us that picture? What does your world look like before this?
Okay, so before this, I'm a single mom of two. And I was living paycheck to paycheck. Everything was fine. I just didn't have any extra money. I never really thought I needed another job or anything because I was getting by just fine until I lost $1,000 a month in child support as well as benefits for my daughter. And losing $1,000 a month is huge. I mean, that's 2 car payments right there. It's just, I couldn't buy groceries. It was awful. So luckily that was January 2015. So I was getting my tax return. So I was able to spread that out a few months. It wasn't the end of the world. And then in April is when my friend had posted she was selling It Works. And again, I still had a little bit of tax return money, so I wasn't frantic yet. I didn't know what life was going to be like without that $1,000 yet. So I just reached out to her. I didn't know what a wrap was. I had never tried one. I had never tried any of the products, and I just told her I want to be a distributor. Wow. So I signed up. I had my $99. I signed up, and then I really didn't know what to do. So I got my first 4 loyal customers, and then after that, I just didn't really do anything because I didn't really have a why yet. So it was June now. You know, I still was kind of scraping through that tax return. So June came along, I was at the grocery store, and I was getting a little bit of groceries to last me the following week for lunches and stuff for the kids, and my card declined. And I didn't care what everybody else in line thought of me. I was very upset about the look on my 7-year-old's face because he had to watch me start crying in the grocery store. It was awful. I felt like the biggest loser. And I think within a couple days, Ruth Eckstein reached out to me. She's not my enroller. She is my enroller's enroller. And she wanted to meet me and talk. And so I met up with Ruth, and she did something. I don't know. She inspired me in some crazy way because I have been working nonstop ever since that day. I'll still remember that day. It was June 28th. And she totally changed everything. So she asked how much I needed to or wanted to make. And I said, I don't know how much I want to make. I have to make 1,000. And she showed me the chart, and I saw that was, emerald or diamond. And so my goal was diamond instantly. So I came home and I told my kids and my boyfriend, I don't live with him, but he's just super supportive. And I just said, I'm going to be a diamond. And I think they thought I was crazy. And so I posted every single day since that day. I've posted at least 3 times a day. When I started this business, I wasn't going to post at all because I was so afraid of what people would think of me. And I just remember Ruth saying, you need to throw up all over Facebook. And I have been throwing up nonstop. And it's worked. It's worked like so much. So basically that was my life before. I mean, I still struggle as a single mom, but it's nowhere near the way I was living. So it's been awesome.
That's so neat. I love your story. How inspiring. So, for those that are watching, many of them aren't yet diamond, and some are, and they're just trying to get pumped up again. And, what a great story you have to share. So you've probably seen it where people come in and they don't quite get to work. So what would you say to those that are kind of in that limbo right now? Like, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I'm going to show up. I mean, Ruth talked to you, so we can't necessarily send Ruth to everybody. But what would you say to them outside of throw up all over Facebook? What would you tell those people?
They need to have a why, which is also what Ruth told me. What is your why? Make your why bigger than your excuses. And that's huge. And if you don't have a why, you need to figure one out. And I mean, I think even as leaders, we can help people find their why. If they don't need the money now, do they have emergency money if their car breaks down, or they need new tires, or are they thinking about, their children's college funds? Or there's just so many things people don't think about. Or what if your children are struggling, 15 years down the road, are you going to be able to help them? Yeah. So I think finding your why is so important. And I don't know why people sign up if they don't have a why. That just is beyond me, because usually people sign up for this type of thing when this is like their last resort. Right. And I also have a hard time, when people don't even have the $99 to start. I'm like, okay, you've let it go too far. You should have started a while ago, So I think the why is super important. If they don't have a why, they need one. It needs to be bigger than their excuses. If posting is not working for you, then you need to go out and talk to new people every single day. If you're not using Facebook, you need to blitz. You need to add more people to Facebook constantly if you're running out of customers. And I just think learning how to work social media, build relationships with people is huge. Having wrap parties is huge. And when people sell wraps, I think often they will sell a wrap for $25, get their cash, and be done with it. You will probably never hear from that person again. So Ruth also taught me not to do that, to sit with the person while they're wrapped and talk to them, take their before and after, make sure that they're drinking the water, and you have 1 hour to talk about products with them. So I actually did that last night, and I got a loyal customer, and she even asked about the business. And just building relationships is huge in this business.
Absolutely. I agree. And, one of the things for me, my story is I started with like the dream of $300 a month. That was like going to be ultimate success, like going to change my life. But you started knowing you needed more than that to just make ends meet. And so, I want people to know there's going to be both sides of the story, and never discredit yourself. But can you tell people why Diamond should be a goal point for every distributor?
It should be a goal because of the compensation plan changing. It just opens so many doors to new things. Not only the compensation plan, but I remember when I was like a Ruby around in there, making $300 to $500 a month. I remember thinking, am I going to just keep posting on Facebook every day of my life? Like I wasn't getting it yet. I didn't have that aha moment yet. I was very confused on if I was just going to keep doing this, or was I going to quit? I never quit. I just was very confused on do I have to post on Facebook for the rest of my life? I do not think that way anymore. I will post on Facebook 80 times a day for the rest of my life if I have to, like, because this business has absolutely changed my life since going diamond. I used to wear my It Works jacket that said change your life on the back of it. And I used to feel really silly about it because it hadn't changed my life. And now I get why it says that. Like, now I wear that jacket proudly because it changed my life. So I think that's another important thing going diamond is just your attitude changes and everything, the way you think about the business, the products, you're a believer in. I'm not only a believer in the products, but I'm a believer in the business now. So I think if you haven't got to that point yet, like, let yourself get there because it's an amazing feeling. I've met so many friends, so many supportive people that have the same goals as me. And getting those extra, if you are a diamond or close to a diamond and you have not even had to enroll your own distributor yet, you are missing out on those $99 bonuses because those right there are life changing. When you get $99 every Friday for 3 or 4 weeks in a row, that's an extra $100 every weekend. That's just fun money, and that's huge. And then when you go diamond, that those $99 increases, and it just makes it that much better. So going diamond is huge, and getting there faster is so much better. I wish I would have known how much the compensation plan would have changed, or I would have probably blitzed people like crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree. Now, do you feel like you're somebody, I think I know the answer to this, but I think it's worth just bringing up and talking about. Are you the kind of girl that just got to diamond and you're like, I've arrived, I'm going to stop wrapping people, like, here I am, watch me be diamond? What's your action plan moving forward?
Now I want to be a double diamond, of course. I do feel like it slowed down a little bit just this last month, but I feel almost, I don't think it's necessarily just me. I think it's everybody on the team. And I think when my teammates are excited and pumped up, it gets me pumped up and it's very contagious.
Yeah.
So I think just, a lot of things have been going on for a lot of people just this last month, like with kids and just life stuff and tragedies. There's just a lot of stuff going on. So I feel like I have stepped back a little bit, which is not good. And I know what I need to do to pick it back up. But I just feel like the excitement is not there all the way around. So maybe that means I need to pick it up and get excited and get everybody else excited again. But my plan is definitely, I like to take each rank step by step. I don't want to dream too big and get discouraged. So my next goal is to be double diamond by September.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that. And you know what? Even you saying like life happens. Oh my gosh, it's so true. Like, life gets super hard for everybody at different seasons. And I think just recognizing that no matter what, if you just keep moving forward and just keep doing something every day, magic can still absolutely happen. So that's good. And I can't wait to congratulate you on Double Diamond and beyond. What's an area that you feel like a pro in this business? You're like, I've got it down.
I think building relationships with people, and I have like a good instinct of other people, and I know when to back off of people, or I know when I can push a little harder with certain people, whether that's a potential or people on my team. So I think just connecting with people is super important. I feel like I'm very honest with people. I will put everything up front, like costs that it might be each month. I don't, I don't tell them they don't have to run an auto ship. I say, this is what happens if you don't. So basically, I'm really honest with people, and I think I build that trust with people, and I think that's why I get, quite a bit of distributors. I don't know. And I also think I just spill my heart out on Facebook, and I'm honest about that, and people appreciate that, really. Um, I'm trying to think of what else I think the whole social media thing, like making my page public and commenting on people's posts, even if I don't really care, just to bring attention to mine, and not because I'm a mean person. That's the way marketing works. So I think I definitely have that down. I think it's helped me a lot.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for that. What is the biggest tip you'd give to somebody wanting to reach Diamond?
Stay consistent. So I think people get consistency and being pushy confused. I think people don't want to follow up because they're afraid they're being pushy. It's all how you word it. I've never had anybody tell me I'm too pushy. I've never had anybody get upset with me for reaching out to them more than once. And like I said before, you can get a feeling of if someone doesn't want you to come back and ask them again. So definitely post at least 3 times a day. It does not have to be before and afters. It can be something positive. It could be a selfie of you with a product. Don't be too salesy. I try not to put a lot of prices on my stuff. I try to use my website as least as possible. And what else do I do? Just basically making posts like your own instead of just copying and pasting what somebody else says. If there's an emoji that you like to use that one, or connect it with your life somehow. I just think that that's super important on your posts. So definitely post 3 times a day or more. Be consistent. Follow up. And don't just use Facebook and post and expect people to come to you, because they're not going to. You have to reach out to people. You have to get people in mind on who you think might be good at this business, even if they don't need it. If they're positive, you see somebody always posting positive stuff on their Facebook, and you think that they would be good in your business, or if they do hair, if you know that they could have a lot of clientele, just reach out to them and nicely let them know why you want them on your team. So that's actually worked out really well for me.
So good. So good. And then for my final question tonight, will you just take a minute to kind of talk from your heart about how this business really is changing your life and the lives of those you know? Will always tells me, my husband, he's like, talk from your heart. Like, just talk to somebody as if you were sitting down with them right now. Somebody that you already see, that you know they'll be successful in this business and they haven't joined. Like, would you just talk, like share your heart?
I'm trying to think. Sorry. So I'm trying to think. So share from my heart on
just this business and how real it is.
I don't know. So I've done a few different businesses like this and have gone nowhere. So I honestly feel like with all the support we have, we're given a gift. Just even the Wrap Across America page that we're all invited to be on, and all the time Krista puts into that, and everybody on there, everybody's always so friendly and answers questions so quickly. And that right there, to have that, is a huge gift, because a lot of people or a lot of other companies do not have stuff like that. They do not have the support system. So with this gift, why not take that knowledge and run with it? Like, so many people will take themselves off these pages. They just don't realize what they have. If you're built to a ruby or an emerald, put even more effort into it, because that is a gift. I can't even imagine if somebody built me to ruby and then all I had to do was go from ruby up, I mean, and I know everybody has different reasons on why they don't feel the business is working for them, or different excuses, or different just different outlooks of it. But from heart, I just feel like just all the support and everything that we're given in this business is a gift, and why not take advantage of that? I guess I'm probably not making any sense right now, but so basically just appreciate this group, like, and the before and after group, and just all the help that we have. Like, people who just quit, I just wish they knew what they had. And if they don't realize what this is and what they have and how much they could be making, and they're not learning from their enroller, please speak to your diamond upline. All the diamond uplines would be willing to talk to anybody, even if they just started yesterday and they're at the bottom of their chart. Like, please make sure that you know what you have your hands on before you decide to not work this business, because it's huge.
I agree.
So.
Oh, thank you so much, Heidi. And she's right on. These groups, this team, all of it are up.
Yeah.
All of it's such a gift. And so, Heidi, congratulations on everything you've accomplished. I can't wait to see what's to come. And thank you for sharing a little bit of your heart and your journey with us tonight. All right, everybody. Thank you. We can't wait to watch you all zoom to diamond and beyond. All right. Good night.